Okay, first we're going to start off with the magic ring. You're going to hold it with your fingers. You're going to wrap around your two fingers, crisscross it, grab a hold of it. Then you're going to take your hook, put it through that, underneath there, twist it, and put it underneath that first one. And then voila. Alright, so now we got our magic ring. Now we're going to chain 2. That is going to count as a double crochet. And then we're going to chain 2 more. And that's going to count for our 2 chains in between. And now we're going to do a double crochet, wrap the yarn around the hook, put it through the loop, grab the yarn, pull up, pull through 2 loops, grab the yarn, pull through another 2 loops, and then chain 2. Alright, we're going to do this 10 more times. 12 double crochets in our chain 2. Now we're going to count 1, 2, 3, and then put it through that stitch, grab the yarn, and then pull through the second stitch, and that is a slip stitch. And then we're going to pull our tail, and then here is our circle with our double crochets and then a chain 2 in between. Now we're going to slip stitch into the chain space. Now we're going to chain 2. Now we're going to do 2 together. Wrap the yarn around the hook, put it through the loop, grab the yarn, pull through 2 loops, and then we're going to stop. And then we're going to grab the yarn, go through the loop, grab the yarn, go through 2 loops, then we're going to stop. And we're going to have 3 loops on our hook, and go through all 3. Then we're going to chain 3. Now we're going to do a double crochet, but only do 2 loops. Grab the yarn, do another double crochet, go through 2 loops, stop. Do the same thing again. Now this time we're going to have 4 loops on our hook, and we're going to go through all 4 and chain 3. Alright, now that we have reached the end, we're going to chain our 3, and we're going to slip stitch at the top of the 3 together with slip stitch. And then we're going to slip stitch into the chain space. Then we're going to chain 1, go back into the chain space with single crochet. Now we're going to chain 5. Now we go into the next chain space with a single crochet. Then chain 5. Next chain space with a single crochet. Chain 5. Chain space with single crochet. And then we're going to do this all the way around. Now that we reached to the end, we chained our 5, then we are going to slip stitch into that first chain. And then we're going to slip stitch into the chain space. Chain 3 counts as our first double crochet. Then we're going to do 7 more. Alright, so now we have our 8 double crochets into the chain space. Now we're going to go into the next chain space with a single crochet. And then the next chain space, we're going to do 8 double crochets. Alright, in the next chain space, single crochet, and the next chain space we're going to do our 8 double crochets, and then we're going to do this all the way around. Now that we reach the end again, we're going to slip stitch in the top of the chain 3, and as you see, it's already forming the flower shape. Alright, now we're going to chain 3. That counts as our double crochet. Then we're going to chain 2. Counts as, 1. Counts as our chain 1. Then we're going to go into the next stitch with a double crochet and a chain 1. Next stitch, double crochet, chain 1. Same with the next stitch. And the next one. And then the last 2. Okay, now we reach the center. So this is the center part here. We're going to do a half double crochet. Just wrap the yarn around the hook, go through the stitch, grab the yarn, pull through all 3 loops. And then start all over again with the double crochet, chain 1. Now that we have our 8 double crochets with a chain 1 in between, then we're going to chain our 1, do a half double crochet, and then we're going to do the same thing to the last 3. Okay, now that we have reached the end, we're going to count 1, 2, 3, then we're going to slip stitch. Alright, now in this little chain space here, we're going to chain 1, then we're going to do a single crochet, now we're going to go into the next stitch with a half double crochet, following by another one. The next chain space is going to be 2 double crochets, the next stitch is going to be a treble crochet, which you wrap the yarn around the hook twice. You go through the chain space, you grab the yarn, you have 4 loops on your hook, you go through the yarn, go through 2, grab the yarn, go through another 2, and grab the yarn and go through another 2. I'll show you one more time. Wrap the yarn around the hook twice, go through the stitch, grab the yarn, go through 2, go through 2, and go through 2. Then we're going to do that 2 more times into the next chain space. Okay, and then we're going to do 2 doubles into the next one. Oh. Sorry, guys. Phone dropped. So we're going to do 2 double crochets into the stitch. And into the next chain space, we're going to do 2 halves. And into the next one, we're going to do 2 singles. Okay, and then this is our middleman right here. We are going to do a slip stitch. Then we're going to do the pattern all over again with 2 singles in this chain space, 2 halves in the next one, 2 doubles in the next, 2 trebles, next stitch 2 trebles, next stitch is going to be 2 doubles, next one is 2 halves, and then 2 singles. Then we have our middleman, then we're going to slip stitch, and then we're going to start the pattern all over again for the next 4. And then I will meet you at the end. Alright everyone, and once you have slip stitch and you have weaved in all of your ends, this is the final product. It is super cute. It was definitely super easy. Hope you enjoyed my video. I will see you in the next one.